All right, guys, so here it is, the 2023 Toyota Sequoia. Now, this is the TRD Pro, which of course stands for totally rad, dude. And look at this thing. What a beast, right? Like, this is, I mean, where do we even start with this? The angles, the tires, the wheels, the roof nest thing. Let's start in the front. I obviously totally changed for 2023. I had a chance to be on the launch of this in Texas. It was a lot of fun. But to see the TRD Pro like here with me now and live in it for a week has been fantastic. Up front, a couple things the TRD Pro brings that you don't get on the normal Sequoia. Look at this, the Heritage Toyota bar right here. Obviously the light bar down below. You get these little amber lights up front, huge headlights, big angles, plastic vents, but that's okay, who cares? They look awesome. Huge 18-inch BBS wheels with giant tires. Can you tell this is camo right here? This is this, like, some people are really hating on this. I think it looks great, especially against white. I know there's this bright orange, like sunshine orange that they use. People aren't really keen on that. Got black gloss, some matte pieces, looks really nice. The step rail down here is kind of this like matted material all the way in the back. You've got the rear, not diffuser, diffuser's down there. Spoiler, there it is, spoiler. Now in the back, there's been some people talking about they don't like the Sequoia nameplate down here. They'd rather it be up here. And then you've got this window that opens. I think it used to slide up and down, but you know, it's nice. Hey, there's the camera. So this is kind of the quick walk around. You got your dual exhaust pipes in the back. So there you go. That's a pretty good looking vehicle right there, but obviously you don't buy the car just for the way it looks. Let's get under the hood. Actually, I'll do that. I'll pop the hood. Here's a little teaser. Don't get too excited. There we go. All right, so inside here, we have the iForce Max. It's a hybrid. This is a 3.5 liter twin turbo V6 hybrid. This is a hybrid for people who don't like hybrids. This is really to help you out in your stop and go city traffic, to help boost the MPGs. It says 20 combined. I'm getting 15, and I'm actually being pretty conservative. So that's worth noting in terms of you can't have it all. Oh, this actually is nice. You can kind of see under here the Fox shocks, some struts going on down there, and there's actually a skid plate. See if I can get low enough down here so you can see it. Yeah, there's a skid plate underneath. So that's going on, which is pretty rad. You can tell it's a hybrid because of the orange piping, by the way. All right. So now you come to the inside, particularly this red leather, TRD Pro stitching, obviously. Let me show you this. This is cool. I really like the startup in this car. So let me turn it off. Turn the lights off. Okay. Turn the lights off. Okay. Let me see if I can power steering here. All right, here we go. Check this out. Pretty rad. I love that. And then, okay, from the inside here, this is a 12.3 inch digital gauge set. You got your turbo meter, you've got your hybrid meter, battery charged up, telling you who's in the back, rear occupants, seat belts, all that kind of stuff. So lots of great information just right at your fingertips. You see it says Eco on the top. You do have different drive modes down here. You can adjust that to normal and sport. Those make some adjustments in the drivetrain. Over here, I love this screen. This is a 14-inch, very responsive. It's hooked up to my, right now, to my AirPlay through my phone. Oh, looks like I got a bunch of texts. That's because I'm on quiet mode just for you guys so that I can talk to you. Right here, conveniently, I can hit this and get to the camera. How cool is this? Look at this 360 mode. Looks all around. Oh, it's looking weird because I gotta, let me close the door there. Let's try it again. There we go. So 360 mode. Can't play it, but there's that. All right, and then there's, oh, change the color of your vehicle. Well, that's just amazing. All right, and then let's say I want to get my overhead view. I've got different views here. I've got side, all the TRD kind of stuff that you want when you're going off-road, looking for rocks and all that kind of stuff. Clearly don't need that. I'm on a gravel parking lot. So that's really rad. I like that that button is right there. You don't have to go through the system for it. All your AC buttons and everything is here. This is your volume knob. Thank you very much. Heated and cooled seats. I have control over the rear air, which is nice for the kids in the back. Tell you about that in a second. Here's a rear locking diff. You've also got your different modes down here. Tow and haul, drive, multi-terrain select, crawl mode. These happen when you come down here, go to 4 high, it's shifting, and we're good. Go back to 2. I don't need 4-wheel drive right now. So I like the setup here. The visibility is great, you know. Looking around. Oh, this is cool. This is a camera that you can actually have. I think it's like $500, but they have it on here. You put the SD card in there. It's always rolling. You can send it to the cloud, save it to your phone, whatever you want. So I thought that was pretty sweet. I was curious about that. Now let me show you one of my favorite features. Turn the car off. Oh, gotta be in park. Never driven a car before. All right, so right here, what's cool is this is a giant water bottle with a receipt on it. It won't fit here. It's not gonna fit up there, that's annoying. But they've made a little space right there for it. Now, if you don't have the water bottle there, you've got storage here, storage there, and then you can access the whole thing. So that's really awesome. A lot of times I don't have room for a big water bottle, so that's really cool. In terms of space and storage, you've got this area here. It's nice, your water bottles. Wireless phone charger here. In the door, you got a little cubby here, you got a cubby there, room there, water bottle space and storage there. Now let's head to the back seat. Now the second row is extremely comfortable, even for adults. This is my son's car seat. My daughter's 10, she can ride here, no problem with this. This is great. There's some cool details with the TRD rubber mats. Got the screen up and down here. Again, more storage in the door, similar to up front. Sitting here, I mean, I'm 6'1". I was very happy there space-wise. 6'1", but now, look, this is how much space I've got. Plenty of space here. In the back, again, I love that Toyota's doing this. These are really great for kids, getting air on them, especially in car seats, because if you just have lower vents here, kind of misses them. So having that in the back and the third row as well, which we'll get back to in just a second. Cup holders here. You can have a bench, but these are the captain's chairs, obviously, which I like. Now, one downside here is this seat does not slide. It can come up like this, which makes it easy to get in here. And then I can control that seat from here if I want. You put it down or put it back up. Very nice. And then easy enough to climb in. There we go. Got plenty of space. It's beeping at me. I don't know why. We're set. Why are you beeping? We're set. Over here, rear passengers get their own sunshade. I thought that was a nice little touch. You can't really tell, but my headroom works. I'm a little bit slouched. I can lean back, which is nice, but you know, this is great, of course. But if we pull that back all the way down to about how I was sitting before, it is doable. I got about 2 inches, which again is doable for being back here as an adult or a taller kid. So I think that's really nice that is usable. And then of course you just pull this, drop that, pops up, and slide out. Now let's come around here and let's talk about the third row. Now that's what it's like to sit there. One of the downsides to having, here we go, so we go left. Let's get that going down. To having the hybrid is the fact that the battery has to be in the floor. What that does is it means that those second row seats cannot slide up and back. And it also means you can see the floor is up here. I get it. Stop beeping. Thank you. That's annoying. Up here. Now, you can slide these a little bit, which is nice. At the third row can slide if you want some more storage. And then they're keen on this, which is, you know, a smart way to try to resolve needing flat storage, whether it's suitcases or, you know, hardware store mulch bags or whatever. I don't know how much mulch this would actually hold, but it does have this little kind of flap, which is nice. Again, kind of a nice move there. But let's say you're somebody who wants to take this thing, you know, camping. You're probably going to have to get a roof nest because you can't lay flat. You can't fall asleep this way, right? Whoops. Can I go down further? Can't go. Yeah. There we go. And so that's it, right? Like you can't really lay all the way. So I don't know. I've heard some people online talking about that. That's kind of a downside for them. I assume anyone who's spending $80,000 on a truck probably has a roof nest right up there. And that's a pretty cool thing too. This is their kind of shelf system. It's right here. No pano roof. You can get one, but this just has the regular sunroof on here. So there you go. That's the walk around on the 2023 Toyota Sequoia TRD Pro. I love the way this thing drives. Fuel economy is not great, but the engine is fantastic. This thing is a mean mother right here. Look at this. It's just driving down. Throw your kids in the back. This thing's all about branding. I'm not saying it couldn't go off-road. Of course it can. Skid plate, Fox shocks, 9.1 inches of ground clearance. This thing is made. It's ready to roll. But just look at it. I mean, it's almost like the Range Rover, like Japanese Range Rover a little bit, right? Like this thing is the Land Cruiser, but Toyota-fied. So you can get the base model starting around 60 or so, and then going all the way up to this one at 80, which on one level makes a lot of sense. All the things that you've got with it, all the things coming with it, 80,000 for a very off-road worthy family hauler with 3 usable rows of seats, lots of tech, and clearly lots of style. But at the same point, it's 80 G's for a Toyota. So I don't know. You don't see many of these, that's for sure. I don't know if that's because they're rare and hard to find or because people aren't necessarily buying them. I don't know. I love it. I would totally use this thing. So does the TRD Pro dad? Yes, it definitely does.